Well, hugely important. Obviously, you see how tight the KPL is becoming. We said this at the start of the season that, if you go back to the very first few weeks, we said it wasn't going to be a 1 or 2 horse race this season, that probably you're going to have 5 or 6 teams. And I don't obviously know the other results today, but going into today, you probably had like 6 points separating the top 7 teams or something close to that. So incredibly tight. So you need to win when it's possible to win. Today was an incredibly tough encounter. Games against Bidco and between Bidco and Kogalo always are. You might have noticed we didn't even have a full squad today. We had only 18 players, so we didn't even fill the bench. So, we're suffering a bit at the moment in terms of player numbers, just because it was a small squad to start with. And today, I couldn't be more proud of the guys. There wasn't a lot of chances in the game, but the one that we had, we took it, and then we defended magnificently. We really didn't allow Bidco to create any real chances. They had a lot of the ball, which we said at half-time. We had a tactical change at half-time and said, look, let's let them have it a bit more in their half. Let's defend, which you maybe haven't seen from us this season so much, but it shows you that if we need to sit back and sort of defend the goal, we can. So incredibly proud of the guys today, and that's as good a 3 points as you'll see all season, just because of the work they've had to put in.
It was the first time that Mahia had gone for 2 games without winning, so was it important to arrest and nip it in the bud just before it extended?
Look, I think everyone's very quick. I said this before, everyone's very quick to, crown you champions or successful or to relegate you after 1 or 2 games. For us, we knew that this season, historically, teams have always lost at least 5 or 6 games. Yeah, if you look at the team that's won the KPL for the last 10 years, usually they've lost 5 or 6 games. So the fact that, we've only lost 2, we sort of knew we had a little bit of a comfort, behind us, because we know we're doing well. But for us, look, people look at the results. We went to Nzoia, fantastic point. A lot of teams are going to drop points in Nzoia. We went there and we felt that was a really good point. But we knew that you have to come back to make those long 10-hour journeys on the bus worth even more. You've got to follow it up with a performance and a result. So today, if anything, not only is it the 3 points today, but it's magnified the value of the point we took up in Bungoma last week.
I know it's still early, but there's some concerns with the Mala. What can you tell us right now?
I think Benson will be okay. It was sore. Yeah, I spoke to him there when the guys were stretching. It was a sore one when it happened, but he's actually feeling okay now. He sort of said it's feeling okay. So we'll see over the next 1 or 2 days. But yeah, I'm not hugely concerned. Benson's a tough kid. He's a very tough kid, and he's shown that this season. But we'll assess him, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
And we didn't get to see Johnathan anywhere. What's his status?
Well, again, not in the squad, same as George. Both of them are carrying, little injuries that we just felt that, some people will put, guys maybe who are carrying an injury on the bench, but for us, we just felt the risk of putting either of them in would be too much. There was other guys on the bench today who weren't 100% fit, like even, well, I'll not name them, but a couple came on who maybe weren't 100% fit, but we felt we could take the risk. Whereas with Barry and with John, we felt we couldn't take the risk to make sure they're available for the KCB game. I'm reasonably confident they'll be available for KCB.
Coach, finally from me, since they don't have questions, how confident are you that probably the numbers on the bench will get to improve in the transfer ban?
I'm hopeful. But ultimately it's out of my hands. I've sort of tried to influence as much as I can, and at some point you've got to let other people go and do their job. But look, if everyone around the club is working as hard as these players are, then nothing can stop us, because I think you see the attitude of these players is, for me, it's phenomenal. I've been in the game for 20 years, and that's what we expect, not just of the players, but of the technical bench, of the EC, of everybody. We expect that endeavour, that hard work, and I'm sure it'll get sorted. And but we go into the next game with what we have probably, and we try to pick up points against a very difficult rival in KCB.
So is that a management issue?
No, I think everyone's working very hard. I think not everything is solvable quickly. I think some people always think when there's an issue that needs resolved, that it can be resolved immediately, but that's just not true in the modern world. Some issues take longer to resolve, and so people are working on it, and it's just there's 1 or 2 nuances to it that just mean it's taking a little bit longer. But I'm confident the guys, in the management are working extremely hard in order to do their part to make sure we have what we need.